What's up guys, it's Chief here, and today I'm going to be showing you the best trading method and easiest way to make coins on EAFC 24 Ultimate Team. But before we jump into that, I'm going to show you the easiest way for you to get some coins. If you guys are looking for the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market, make sure to head over to utnice.com and use code CHIEF for 5% off at checkout. Now let's get right into this video. Alright boys, so diving into this video, the trading method we're going to be going over is called solution trading. Now, this is one of the more complex trading methods, I would say, for beginner traders. However, it's easily the best in the game. It's the number one that I'll be using to start the game and get my coins up. So I highly recommend sticking around, learning how to do this. It's going to benefit you big time here. And there's a couple different ways you can use solution trading to make you coins. So let's go ahead and dive in here to the first method for it. Now, if you don't know the basis of solution trading, basically we're using Footbin here. And Footbin, for every single SBC that gets released, they have basically just solutions that get uploaded via either people submitting them or by just like a Footbin AI here. So if I were to pick like an SBC here and go in and look at, say, completed challenges, it'll show all these solutions that get submitted, and the cheapest one goes to the top here. So how can we use this to make coins? What does this really do for us? So number one thing you need to do is you need to find a popular SBC that has a lot of demand and a lot of people are going to be doing. Now, at the beginning of the game, at the beginning of EAFC 24, that is going to be these three SBCs, like Foundation Advanced SBCs, Hybrid Leagues, Hybrid Nations, and League and Nation Hybrid. These have a ton of demand. Everybody is doing these SBCs, and they're relatively expensive and somewhat difficult. So a lot of times people move to Footbin to figure out the best solution. So how does this really impact the market and how do we make coins off of it? Well, when people are going and looking at the best solutions at the beginning of the game, let's say you're doing the Hybrid Leagues SBC, right? And you need to do the first 11 SBC because you get a 50K pack here. One of the best SBCs out there, everybody's going to be doing this. Well, you're going to go ahead and just go to the solution here, and most people are just going to pick this number one solution at the top, right? Because it's the cheapest solution, it probably has the most likes, and people want to get it done for the cheapest possible. So what they do is they open up this first solution and they just copy it player for player. And what this does is it makes these cards in this solution shoot up in price, because if everybody's doing the same solution using the same cards, it's going to drive these up big time. So we can use this to make coins by essentially investing in players just before they rise in price. So how would you do this? So you've picked your SBC, and all you're going to do at the beginning of the game is sit here and refresh over and over until a new SBC gets bumped to the top. Like this. This one just got bumped to the top, and it is now the cheapest solution here. So what you would do is you would come in, and now that this has just been bumped to the top and it's the cheapest solution, everybody's about to be using this. So we want to buy up kind of like the rare players at the beginning of the game here that are going to get used a lot. So for example, I like going for the common cards. So somebody like this Luis Araujo here, if this got bumped to the top solution, I think this guy would be really beneficial to get. And I would bet you at the beginning of the game, this Luis Araujo card was pretty expensive for these SBCs. And you can see here, yeah, he was between 3,000 and 4,000 coins, literally just because he's getting used for these SBCs. And I kind of want to show you an example of me doing this in an older solution trading video that I did. So you'll see here right now, an SBC just got released, and I'm looking at a Footbin solution here. And as I go through these solutions, I kind of see that they have a lot of similar players. Everybody is using like a La Liga squad. And what I'm going to do here is I go through, I buy a bunch of 82 rated Campanias. And then I go through and I just find the cards that I think that are in a lot of solutions that I think are going to go up in price. For example, this Muso I just picked up for like 1,600. I think I go through and pick up a bunch of him for like 2,000 coins. And what happens is as that sits there and everybody's using the same solution, you'll find that I go and sell all these Musos for a ridiculous price because everybody uses the same solution and these cards shoot up in price and we basically just make a lot of coins here. So you'll see selling a bunch of different cards here out of this solution, and I just kind of wanted to give that as an example there of solution trading because I can't really do it at this point in the game because nobody's really doing any SBCs. So you're going to wait for these SBC, for these solutions to refresh. When we get a new one at the top, you're going to go ahead and buy the players up because those are going to rise in price as people use that solution over and over again. So that's kind of our first way to go about solution trading, is as we get refreshed solutions, just go and buy those players before they go up in price. Now, our second way to go about it here is basically sniping and bidding on players as they get more expensive. So, as an example here, we'll say this SBC solution just got pushed to the top, right? And Luis Araujo, when the SBC solution was submitted, may have been 500 coins, which is why this solution is so cheap right now. However, in 10 minutes, when everybody's doing this SBC solution, everybody's using the same cards, these are all going to rise in price. And maybe Araujo goes to 2,000 coins here. We can take advantage of this in terms of sniping and bidding because while Araujo rises in price and he's still in the cheapest solution, Footbin doesn't update super often. So while Araujo may be 2,000 coins on the game, Footbin will say his price is 500 because they would have updated his price, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes ago before he rose in price. So you're going to want to pinpoint cards that their Footbin price is lower than their actual price in game. So then you'd fly over here and you'd be like, okay, Footbin says Araujo's 600 coins. He's actually 2,000 on the game. So you just sit here and snipe this card over and over because everybody's listing him for cheap because they just go off of Footbin prices. It's super simple, super easy. He's this one here. So it's super simple, super easy. We're basically just taking advantage of a gap in the market between what Footbin says prices are and what prices actually are. So that's kind of like the main two ways to go about solution trading. Number one is going to be when a solution refreshes, buy up a bunch of the cards in the solution before they rise in price. Number two is when a guy's Footbin price is much lower than their actual price, just sit there and snipe because everybody's going to be listing these cards up for way too cheap and you can get these very easily. And again, this is something that works throughout the year, but is always going to be best at the beginning with these advanced SBCs that everybody's completed. Hybrid leagues, hybrid nations, league and nation hybrid. Now, I know that was a lot to go through right there. If you guys have any questions, make sure to drop them in the comments. We're going to have a guide in the free Discord as well. If you're not in the free trading Discord, make sure to join. The link is in the description. But guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next video.